A point gained or 2 points dropped today against Tottenham?
For me, we can't not win a North London derby at home. It's 2 points dropped, no matter if we were 2-0 down or 3-0 down, whatever. To be honest, I think we shouldn't be waiting until we're 2-0 down to come back into the game. We should be starting the game with intensity and passion, which I did not see today.
Did you think the manager got his tactics wrong today? In not so much the formation, but playing free holding midfielders?
I think it was a bit pathetic how he started the game really negatively, just too defensive. He seemed a bit worried about Kane, Son, Eriksen, when we should be showing them that we have attacking power, like Pepe, Aubameyang and Lacazette. We should be putting in Ceballos, maybe Willock, because he did really well against Liverpool. And I think it's just a bit ridiculous that he played 3 defensive-minded players when we could be playing Ceballos, who couldn't attack properly.
What about you? Point gained or 2 dropped?
I think it was a point gain. The reason why I think it was a point gain because the team showed a lot of heart. To go 2-0 down and to pull it back shows a lot of heart. Remember, when Harry Redknapp was here, we were 2-0 down before, then we came back and got it 5-2. Last season we were 2-0, was it 2-1 first? I think it was 2-1, then we got it back 4-2. So to go 2-0 down and make it 2-2, that means you showed a lot of heart as a team. It was good that nobody folded under the pressure because we kept it consistent, and that's why we was able to pull it back. And then Pussios again, they've survived and they've benefited from VAR now twice. So clearly, right now, they love VAR. Because this, again, it becomes a case of they've got a real good relationship with VAR at the moment. Because the VAR is keeping them going. And then, again, us as the fans, though, we played a major role in making it happen for them. Because I think when we pushed for the players to go and make it happen, because we kept singing, we kept chanting, I think the players felt the energy. That's why they kept it going. I loved, Ceballos' touches. I loved the way Guendouzi was going, and Laka was a real workhorse. So, I'm happy with the fact that we gained the point, and we still got, there's no power shift.
No power shift, he says. I agree with that, by the way. But what about you? Was you disappointed that, only a point out of this game?
Honestly, I wasn't disappointed that much. I'm from Toronto, and I came all the way here to watch Arsenal play, and I feel that the way they had a fight back, they got a point, and door to door it was 9 hours for me, so it was really nice for me to see them come back from 2 hours and enjoy the atmosphere and see actually what goes on behind the screens. It was really nice to see. Obviously a little gutted about the points dropped. You cannot just settle for 1 point at a North London derby, especially at home.
Emery too negative today?
Poch too positive today, I would say. Poch, I feel like he got his team right, and let's not forget he's a top-class player. This is a really good team. They were in the Champions League final. You could say that VAR played their part in them getting to the Champions League final, but I would say
played their part again today.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually very emotional when Aubameyang scored that goal, and then when Xhaka had that save, I was it was a very emotional game for me, and for me, I would say that this was a very good experience for me, and I'd love to come back again.
Come back.
Yeah.
What about you? We dropped 2 points today?
I think, overall it was 2 points dropped because, my point is, why did the players have to wait till we went 2-0 down before they showed that kind of passion? They should have showed that kind of passion from the beginning because...
To be fair, they started pretty well, didn't they? I'd say the first about 10 minutes, Arsenal were playing well, weren't they? The first 10 minutes, but then once they went that goal down, we were looking so shaky.
Yeah, for the first 10-15 minutes, we were putting pressure on them. But I think after we conceded that first goal, the players just kind of lost confidence in themselves after that. That's what I think. I mean, it took us we went 2 goals down for them to wake up again.
So we disappointed?
Overall, I'm a bit disappointed with the draw because I can't stand drawing against them lot, obviously. We should be beating them because it's at home. But to me, this feels more like 2 points dropped than a point gain. That's what it...
What about you?
For me, it's 2 points drop, Robbie, because when I see this team, it's 2 points drop because when I see them lot, we started off bad. Two goals conceded. We shouldn't concede them in the first place. We can make points you can make arguments for both sides that we should have scored. That should we have it's a point gain, but for me it's not because. Well, you shouldn't start off that badly. There's 2 goals that we shouldn't concede. They play out too easily. The first goal was too easy. 1 pass and they were through. And the penalty, we concede too many penalties, Robbie. And we never get penalties ourselves because people are more. We're just too bad defensively, Robbie. And I can't wait for us to invest in defence. Saliba to come back next season and hopefully invest in a better centre back in the future.
The defence did cost us today, didn't it? Again.
Yeah, the defence definitely. But I feel like Danny Rose was on a yellow card for most of the game, and Pepe is very skillful. So I feel like he should have exposed him a bit more. And he did well to open up and create chances, but he didn't. It felt like he didn't want to shoot. But I feel like overall we dropped 2 points because first half everyone could see who was on them. They were stuck in their half, and I felt like we should have created more chances. Direct. I felt like Tottenham was more direct than Arsenal going forward, hence why they got more chances than us. But overall, I feel like we done well, showed our fight.
What about you?
I agree with the points you just made. Firstly, 2 points dropped. Secondly, unusually, Guendouzi was amazing today. He wasn't falling over. I think he swapped the boots, the studs, with Torreira, who was slipping all over the place. But Guendouzi was brilliant. Xhaka, there's a blind spot. We've got rid of Mustafi to a point. Xhaka is a blind spot. I think the manager made a mistake at the beginning. We've got our 3 people up front, very offensive. Our strength is there. Behind them, you need some creativity. Sabala should have started. Okay, and then you go with Torreira and Guendouzi. He's got to stop picking Xhaka. And if he does that, the defence will sort itself out. We've got to be offensive. And also, something that you've got to realise today, the referee missed so many, and roughly about 12 or 13 cases, where Tottenham had after-the-ball incidents on our players, and he was not giving them yellows or giving them fouls. At one point, Sissoko took out Torreira 3 times in about 9 minutes. Kane came back at one point and just absolutely shoulder barged him down to the floor. Nothing. This sort of thing is going to stop. My fear about VAR is this. Referees are going to become a little bit lazy psychologically. They will make the decision. Now they may not make the decision because they think VAR will sort it out for them. That could backfire for some teams. And today I think it almost cost us.
It's always 2 points dropped against Tottenham. But I think realistically we shot ourselves in the foot. Xhaka, I don't know what he was doing. But then, yes, we fought hard to get back and at least get back into the game. But it's like you said there with VAR, right? It's 1 point game for Spurs and VAR. Because how many times we should have about 3 penalties in that game, at least. And VAR does nothing. It literally does nothing. And we've already seen yesterday 2 blatant decisions in 2 games where they've not sorted it out when it's supposed to sort itself out. And it's, if you're not going to use it, let's not bother having it at all.
2 points dropped or a point gained?
Second half, you say point gained, but again, we need to start off brightly from the first second to the second end. I mean, second half again, they come out and boss the midfield. I mean, Guendouzi, I'm hearing he had a great game, the best game probably since he signed for Arsenal. But that's all good. But for me, looking at the first 4 league games of last season compared to this season, we're only a point better off than last season. I mean, last season we played 4 league games and we got 6 points. We've got 7 points from 4 league games. So I don't think us as a fan base should start panicking because there's another 34 games to go. And how many points out of 34 league games? It's a lot of points. So for me, 3rd and 4th, as far as I'm concerned, is up for grabs. Liverpool and Man City, they're off. Bye-bye. For Arsenal, 3rd and 4th, let's take it.
Yeah, for the first 10 minutes, I think we played it well. But then when Eriksen scored a goal, the pace starts to switch off the confidence level, and we were kind of like a downhill. And the players seems to be very panicking because they knew Tottenham will come and attack us more. Second half, I think we fought harder, tried to get a goal, but for me it's just a point drop. Very disappointing.
2 points drop.
2 points drop, sorry.
Yeah, I think as well 2 points drop. You know, we have to win against Tottenham every time. And I think Emery...
2-0 down though. I mean, I know you say we have to win against Tottenham. You're right. We all want to win against Tottenham, but 2-0 down.
Silly mistakes cost us a game. You know, Emery tried to experiment the midfield, 3 DMs. You know, we lacked the creativity at first half. We're taking Ceballos, baller. That guy's a baller. You know, and we had 2 strikers. You know, clinical, always scoring. 2-2. You know, I would take it, but at the same time, we need to win against Tottenham because we want to achieve top 3, top 4, and...
Okay. Yeah. 2 points dropped, 1 point gained.
2 points dropped. Why are we 2-0? Why are we 2-0 down in the first time?
Because we were playing poorly, that's why.
That's shocking. It's a North London derby. Everyone should be on it. First minute. The fans were on it. Why are the players not on it? Xhaka, what are you doing?
First 10 minutes, the players were on it. Yeah. Then obviously they were shocked by the goal, and
Xhaka, what are you doing? Why are you diving in the box? You're not a centre back. Stop diving. It cost us a game. VAR. I hate it so much. If you see clock end, everyone jumping around. I took my shirt off because I thought, yeah, let's go. I see VAR, no goal. I was so annoyed. He was free.
You know what? This VAR thing, I'm going to start pulling back my celebrations a bit.
He was 3 inches offside. 3 inches. They should let it off. If he's like half of his body offside, then I get it. But he's 3 inches off. Come on, that's unbelievable.
Robbie.
He didn't even recognise you there, man. How you doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm good.
What man here, man? Come on, you sneaked in all the way from LA.
Yeah, sneaked in. Had to.
Sneaked in from LA.
We go back.
I didn't even recognise. Yeah, man. Where was you in LA? I was looking for you.
You know what? I was working. I started a new job, so I had to.
Oh, okay, I'll give you that, man. Right.
Yeah.
You drop points.
I'll take it. Point gained. Honestly, I want top 4. For top 4, for that objective against this team, I'll take the point. We were 2-0 down. I'll take the point.
Xhaka, though.
It's time expired.
Me and you've discussed it.
Yeah, we've discussed this. Yeah. Look, when your time is up at Arsenal, it's up. We've seen this with.
You feel his time's up?
His time's up. Xhaka's got to go, but he's not going to go now. But I'd rather go with like Guendouzi and Torreira and Ceballos. He like holds up the play and he doesn't really like. You know, it's not really positive his movement. So, yeah, man.
Time up. All right.
Time up.
You get the final say, man. You get the final say. Right. So, 2 points dropped or a point gained?
Without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion, that's a 2 point dropped. We are at home playing against our local rivals, and for us to concede 2 goals in that manner, we were controlling the first half, we were playing good, and then they had just 2 chances and they conceded. That was utterly poor from our defence. After that second half, we got back to how we were playing before and we played good. And then what really annoyed me about the game is the decision that the manager made. He played 3 defence-minded players in midfield. He should have played either Ozil or Ceballos with the other 2, and that just frustrated me. And the other decision that frustrated me the most, again, was him to take off Lacazette. He was in good form.
Maybe he was carrying a bit of an injury, people are saying. I don't know.
Yeah, if that's the case, then I don't mind that. But how can you take off the guy who just scored? He was playing good. He was linking up good. He was holding the ball good. Instead of taking off Lacazette, I would have preferred him to take off the Pepe. But that's just 2 mistakes that, in my opinion, that I didn't like the manager to be made. But other than that, I think it's 2 point dropped.
Okay, so you can hear from. Hold on, I'll get my man in here. I'll see you there, man. 2 points. 2 points
dropped. We should have never been in that position in the first place. Yes. We should have definitely never been in that position from the first place. It's a North London derby. What was Xhaka doing? I mean, I would have started Ceballos, definitely. He should have started. Ceballos should have started. Willock, dropping him for Torreira. You know, Torreira, Willock, Ceballos. I mean, what was he doing, Xhaka? You know what I mean? But it's suspect all the time. It's year in, year out, the same thing with our defence. You just don't get any better, does it? You know, it's. I mean, it's like David Luiz. Okay, all right, he's better than Mustafi, but it's still suspect, like it was at Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean,
right, well, you heard it from. We go in. We do go on. You heard it from the fans there. I think you can feel from the fans. Definitely 2 points dropped.
Pepe needs a goal. He definitely needs a goal, don't he? To go on, he definitely needs a goal.